So I want to talk very quickly now about Azul. Water is life. You can't live without it. And there's no new water. Every drop of water that you're drinking here on this planet has been recirculated through dinosaurs to waste treatment plants to rainwater down gutters, toilets, and everywhere else. It's been recirculated, recycled, and so forth. It's also picked up quite a bit of different man-made contaminants, chemical, biological agents, and so forth, and they can be very aggressive. Sometimes to treat those, there's different additives that are intended to be good, such as fluoride and chlorine, that can have very adverse reactions and benefits, negative benefits to your body. They're not good for you. What Azul Beyond has done is created a line of personal water filtration products that make everything else almost ridiculous. What we're not talking about just simple water filtration. We're talking about eliminating 99.99 up to, I should say 99.99% of chemical contaminants, biological agents, radioactivity. We're talking about things like atrazine, glyphosate. We're talking about chlorine. We're talking about other types of contaminants, lead, mercury, and other things. We're not going to get into the details on this, but you don't need to read very far. There's a great movie that's out that's called Dark Waters. I would suggest that you watch it. It's going to give you some good background and how important and vital it is to be able to do that. Likewise, we're also going to be talking about elevated pH. Many of you are aware of the alkalinity challenges that's out there. Our bodies are designed to operate at 7.365 in pH. The challenge is most of us, due to our dietary intake, are acidic. A fish will die at 6.0 pH, and most people are running below that. It's vital that you get your pH elevated first through diet, but also you can help support that and jumpstart it, just like you can with CBD in your endocannabinoid system. You can jumpstart your alkalinity by using alkaline water. Now, there's been very effective but very expensive equipment that's been out there that can do home alkalinity in your water for you. These products that we're going to be talking about here are able to elevate that pH for you up to 9.5, and we're doing it at a fraction of the cost, literally under $100 compared to over $5,000 for the other types of home equipment that we're looking at. Now, here's some of the products that we've got. I'm going to go through and do a very quick demonstration on these as well. The first is an enhanced pH filtration pitcher. This isn't just your little pitcher that you can get anywhere else. This will process up to 200 gallons of water, removing up to 99.99% of all harmful impurities that are in there, while also simultaneously elevating that pH up to 9.5. And that is just right where you need to do to help reset your alkalinity in your body. Now, this is up to 9.2%, 9.5 is what we're looking at on that. We also have an advanced pH personal water bottle. Now, my wife and I actually drink a lot of bottled water. I mean, we're talking cases of it. It gets kind of crazy as far as how much water that we've done. In fact, for 30 years, I don't think I've drank anything but bottled water up until about 2 months ago. Now it's all the water filtration bottle that we're talking about. You could take it, fill it on the go, you drink right through it, and it's coming out perfectly crystal clear, delicious water from virtually any source, elevated alkalinity for less than 60 bucks. It is a great option that's out there. Lastly, we've got the pH water straw, and that is basically, have you ever been to a restaurant where you've gone in and had a glass of water, only to have a great meal, and then they bring out this water that you can smell across the table or that tastes like it went through somebody's shoe? Well, here's what we're talking about. You can pull this straw out and just drink right from it. Now, I'm going to do a quick demonstration on how these products work and just how effective they can be. And Sandra's going to follow me along here with the camera. So let me see if we can show you how this works. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to take these 4 glasses. What I have here is basically the Azul water filtration pitcher. Okay, this is using pH enhanced water that's filtered right out of our tap. Now, we're here in Florida. We've got processed water. It's not well water, but it's Florida, and everybody thinks that, well, Florida water is pretty good stuff. This is just tap water. It came right out of our tap just 10 minutes before we started this session. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill 2 glasses with tap water. Then I'm going to also fill 2 glasses with the Azul water. Same water, just filtered through. We just ran it through here immediately before this session started. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do into a simple chlorine test. This is a simple chlorine test sup additive that you're going to do. You can add it. If those of you that have swimming pools know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm going to put 5 drops in. Okay. Then we're going to put 5 drops into the tap water. All right. In the meantime, I'm going to also take and test the pH. This is pH testing fluid. We're going to test the pH on the Azul water over here. 5 drops into there. Okay, and then we're going to put 5 drops into the tap water. Okay, now I'll do a quick stir using just a regular everyday old plastic silverware knife thing, or I guess that doesn't make much sense, plastic silverware. Okay. All right, now let's start off and take a look at the chlorine content. Now, if you can see this is the chlorinated water. This is literally out of our tap. You can tell that it's chlorine because it's yellow. That's really, the darker the yellow is, the more chlorine. There's more chlorine in this water right out of my tap than there is in my swimming pool. And this is something that people will typically ingest. And trust me, it's like this just about everywhere around the country. You're in the same thing. Comparatively, let's look at that very same water, the chlorinated water from the Azul. Look at the 2 of them side by side. Azul filtered water, 0 chlorine. It's completely eliminated. Simple as that. Straight up gone. Now let's take a look at basically the alkaline water. Now, alkalinity is measured, you can see by the darkness of the blue water that's in there. This is you can see one is going to be much darker blue than the other. It's kind of hard to see if we can get it in that light. There we go. But the one that's on the left is going to be the alkaline water from the system, from the Azul system, and the one on the right is just going to be the tap water. I don't know if you could see the difference there. It's kind of hard to see. Scan down a little bit, Sandra. You've got a little bit better lighting that's down there. There you go. But it is definitely several shades darker. Now, what is, you want to test that, we have a test kit or a test strip that you can see this. It'll give you an idea on the test strip. You can see this anywhere, and it'll give you a color on there. And I'll give you a color comparison of about where that's going to be just about in the 9.7 range is what we're looking at with the alkaline water from the Azul, versus we have relatively alkaline water in this particular area with in Florida. So it's not extremely acidic. In some parts of the country, it's going to be dark yellow, almost like that color of there. I want to do another quick example here. And this is our water filtration bottle that we all saw. We're going to fill this up with just regular tap water. See if you can see what it has in the inside. It just has a little water filtration and a cap that goes on there. And then just it's a regular bottle. You know, these parts are made in the United States. The bottles are made overseas. And we're going to take tap water and pour it into here. What I'm going to also do is take basically some potting soil. This is just regular potting soil. There's nothing unique about it. But those of you that know what potting soil is, it's basically cow manure. And when you add it to this pitcher of water, this glass of water, it's not going to be very delicious tasting, I can assure you. Okay, so now we've got that down inside of there. It's just regular potting soil that's down in there. I'm going to take the lid on here. I'm going to pull this cover off so you can actually see what we're talking about. I'm going to shake this up. If you can see the color of that through there, it's pretty nasty looking. It's not anything that you would really want to drink. Now, the power of this bottle is what we can do with this is life-changing. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and take another cup, that dirty water, and we're going to squeeze it out into this bottle. See if we can get on there. Whoop. Put the lid on first. That would be helpful. And what's coming out of there is absolutely pure, delicious, crystal clear water. No odors, no smells. In fact, you can even drink it. So if you ever want poop-infused water that's removed, here you go. This is what we're talking about. Now, this is the example that I just showed you is pretty powerful. But I also want to show you this very same thing. I'm going to do one more example here with our straw. You take this muck that's in here. You can all see it, so you know I wasn't pulling your leg. Here's that muck in a regular cup. Okay. Here's our Azul straw that I'm going to go ahead and open up. Would you drink that if you were thirsty and on the side of the road and you had to get some water out of a puddle? Would you drink something like that? Well, here's what we're talking about here. I'm going to take this straw. Delicious. Not a single bad taste. Anything else with it. That's what we're talking about. That is the pH enhanced straw. The event special that we have tonight is the Azul special. We'll give you the pH enhanced pitcher, the on-the-go bottle, and the straw right there for just $161.72 when you're an associate with an auto ship. You're going to save $57 on that. And all you got to do is click down at the bottom. You can, on your screen right now, click and become a Care Associate or shop as a customer, either one that you want to do. Care Associate is going to get you the deepest price. A Care Customer is going to get you to pay a little bit more. And, Care Associate will allow you to get paid by referrals as well.